Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry my voice is a bit croaky today. It's from all the shouting from the Community Shield yesterday. So yeah, today I'm going to do my Premier League table prediction for the next season, 16-17 season. I'm going to try and hide it a little bit better than, like I did last year. I'm going to use, obviously, the program that, Community Shield program. So I'm just going to go up, the list um, to reveal who I feel will finish where. So yeah, 20th bottom, I feel is going to be Hull City. For me, yeah, they've got like 14 players fit as of present. Got no manager. Their owner wants to sell, so obviously they're not going to bring in any more signings. So it's just bad news from the start, guys, for Hull. But then again, surprises have happened in the past in the Premier League. So yeah, Hull are going to finish bottom for me. 19th, Burnley. I've got nothing against Burnley, but their budget isn't the biggest. They're not going to spend 15 million, 20 million pound on players. I just don't think they've got enough money behind them to buy enough quality to give them a chance of getting out of the league, or staying in the league even. Sorry, uh, I meant getting out the bottom three. So that's why I say Burnley 19th. This one might surprise a few people. Watford, I predict will finish 18th. Um, it's just mainly their strikers. They started off well. First half of the season till Christmas, and then they kind of tailed off and didn't hit really, any form really. And obviously they sacked the manager that I thought that was doing a good, decent job. They finished mid-table, but yeah, I don't know. It's just Watford. I'm not. It's just one of those teams that are a bit unpredictable, guys. That one week they could be, beating the likes of Liverpool, and the next week they could be losing to someone like, no disrespect, Hull. So yeah, 17th will be Middlesbrough. Um, I think they'll stay up. I don't think they'll set the world alight, but they've made some decent signings. I think, was it Solgado or Soldado? Is it? I can't remember how you pronounce his name. And yeah, so they'll be all right. I think they'll just scrape relegation again. Like I say, I don't think they'll set the world alight. 16th, I'm going with Crystal Palace. I'm putting them 16th because their alarming form from pretty much Christmas at the end of last season, it was just terrible. I think they won like once or twice in like 15 games or something terrible. So again, a bit like Middlesbrough, not going to set the world alight. 16th. 15th, I'm going to go with Sunderland. Um, Obviously, David Moyes has come in, and I think they'll do well under Moyes. I think it's pretty much similar to when Moyes took over from whoever it was at Everton at the time. And, they're in a similar position as Sunderland, just scraping relegation every now and again. And, I think anywhere from obviously 17th to mid-table will be a decent season for them. And then, in the next couple of years, they could be pushing for, mid-table up. So 14th, Bournemouth. Again, they're spending quite big this season. They're spending 10, 15 million pounds on players. And I think they'll do all right. I think they'll finish around about where they were last season, sort of 14th, 15th, 16th. So, again, a bit like Crystal Palace Middlesbrough, probably not setting any, world of light or anything like that, but I think they should stay up. So I'm a bit croaky from yesterday, like I said. 13th, I'm going to go with West Brom, probably the most boring team in the league. Probably not going to get relegated, but no real sort of chances of getting into Europe, in my opinion. They haven't really got the biggest money bags, shall we say. 12th, Swansea City. They're a bit hit and miss, really. I mean, last season they started off slow, and then from around Christmas they managed to scrape relegation. I think they finished mid-table somewhere last season, so I think they'll be there or thereabouts again. Probably not pushing for Europe, but you never know. They might creep into the top 8 maybe. 11th, Southampton. Obviously without Coman, there could be another mass exodus of their players again. I know one of their players, I think it was Mane's gone to Liverpool, so he's probably going to be a big loss. Again, they could be a bit higher in the league in my prediction, but yeah, again, I think anywhere between sort of 6th, 7th, and 14th will probably where they'll finish. 10th, Stoke. Yeah, you know what you're going to get with Stoke. Maybe pushing the top 6, maybe top 6, top 8, but the bog standard mid-table team. 9th, West Ham. I think these could possibly again finish in the top sort of 6 or top 7. They've got some decent players. So yeah, they'll still be all right. They'll be in and around the Europe sort of top 6, top 10 sort of area. 8th, this might be a surprise, but I'm going to go with Everton. With obviously Coman going to Everton, and they've taken the chief scout of Leicester City, Steve Walsh, as well as being their director of football. So he might have had a little bit of input at Everton as well. So they might have a decent season. 7th, Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool are one of these teams where they should, on paper, be higher than where they finish. But as of late, they're normally finishing around 5th to 8th, that sort of, slot of the table. So I don't think there's any trouble of him finishing anywhere around 10th or anything like that. I think they'll be sort of borderline Europe, sort of 6th, 5th, 7th, that type of place. Now, my team, Leicester City, I feel will finish 6th. Obviously, last season was a massive shock to everyone, myself included, and pretty much every other Leicester fan. I don't think we'll win the league again. I don't think we'll be in the top 3, maybe top 5, possibly, but I think the best place for Leicester City will be like the Europa League. I don't think they'll be top 3, maybe not top 5, but I think anywhere between sort of 6th and 10th, maybe 12th, around there. I'd like to see them in Europe next season, or season after next, sorry. Maybe in the Europa League or something, but yeah, I think that's probably the most realistic place. 5th, Spurs. Just missed out on the title last season. Last sort of 3 or 4 games or so, they just kind of blew it, which is good. And only Spurs can finish 3rd in a 2-horse race. Yeah, last season for them, I think, was their golden opportunity of winning the league, and they obviously blew it. So I don't think they'll be as good as last season. I think typical Spurs probably be around the top 6 somewhere. 4th, Arsenal. Finished 2nd last season. I think they'll be around that sort of area again, but obviously as Arsene's not spending any money, I think he'll finish around 4th, typical season for Arsenal. 3rd, I'm going to go with Man United. Obviously I went Wembley yesterday, well, as I've taken this video, and I don't think they'll win the league. I mean, I know it's only the Community Shield, but from what I saw at the Community Shield, they will not win the league. It's same Man United is, they have been since Fergie left, really, last 4 years or so. So 2nd, I'm going to go Chelsea. As everyone knows, last season they finished 10th, was it, I think, which is a massive disappointment for them, but they've got some decent signings come in. Obviously with Kante, of course, he's going to be a massive player for them, so I think they'll be challenging for the title again this season. And I feel Man City are going to win the league this year, with Pep Guardiola coming in, and they've signed Gundogan. and I think De Bruyne will have a good season. Aguero will score a load. So yeah, I feel Man City will win the title this year. I could be wrong. It could even be someone like West Ham. You never know, especially after what happened last season. So yeah, so there's my prediction for next season. Obviously, me being a Leicester fan, I hope they finish top again, but you know, I don't think it'll happen. But hey ho, strange things have happened. So thanks for watching my video, and peace.